Hey guys, welcome back. Marius here, and we have Phoenix Point basic class guide. This time, let's talk about Berserker. And of course, I will also give you some more information that game doesn't show you right away, and that is how much every ability and what's the cost for these abilities, action points and willpowers. And the last one, as you can see colored already in the screen, it is my rating given for that ability. So Berserker in general is melee and handguns, that's the proficiency it comes with, so it gives the idea close combat guy. So that's my first ability. What we have is armor break that shreds 50, what's wrong with the numbers, 50 armor. So basically it removes most biggest chunk of the armor, if not all the armor from enemy. It is really good and situational. That would be my advice. To use the ability, it doesn't cost any action point, it only costs 4 willpower. You enable it before you do the damage, either with melee, either with ranged. And why I gave only 2 is if you have strong enough builds with other classes, you will not worry as much as about the armor itself, because your targets will be dead, mind control, disabled, panicking, whatnot. So it is situational. It is situational and can be good, but in my experience, I use it. There's no much of a use for this. But next ability, what we have is close quarter evade. So every damage received is less, and of course all those ratings and all that is discutable. Let me know in the comment section, because probably someone built totally different this class. My problem with this ability, why I gave only 1, it is passive, so there is you don't need to activate it. That's why it doesn't cost anything. But those 25%, it's really small amount. 2 enemies will take full load at your Berserker. He will be dead with this ability or without. That is my problem, why I give only 1, because when it receives damage, he will die. That's kind of simple. But probably maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe with full strength it gives some better picture, and I don't know, fully armored, but then it loses. Okay, anyways, I give a rating 1. I don't like this. I don't like receiving damage, just simple as that. That leads us to the point. I'm leaving out multi-class, because obviously multi-classing is combos, and that's a totally different story. Definitely take another class. That's the best when you combine something, 2 classes, but I'll leave that to another time. Bloodlust is increased damages and speed. The less health you have, basically the stronger your guy gets, which leads to the point. It's really strong when it's really low health, and then one little shot, one little mistake, and your Berserker is out of the game, dead. So again, I'm not a big fan of this ability. It's a passive ability. It works basically all the time you receive damage. I give again 1, because I don't like idea running my guy with few health left. Or if it's just few health missing, then this bonus is really small. Again, no point of health. I don't like the idea, just simple as that. And next ability, what we have is again passive. It is, as you can see, disabled parts remain functional, and you can be panicked or mind controlled. That's something good. That's why I give rating 3. It's situational. It's when you basically start facing sirens and panic and mind control is a problem, then it's good. Then it's definitely good, because your guy is like, I don't care. Yeah, and the last one, this is the crucial part. This is why basically Berserker combinations are absolutely crazy. This is where it comes from. It is adrenaline rush that once you enable it, you cannot use any other ability that uses willpower. Which means if you want to use them in 1 turn, then you need before turn on armor break, and afterwards you enable an adrenaline rush, which gives all the actions. As you can see, you will use only 1 action point. So you can see how combination with other classes might be good, because all the shootings, all the launches, grenades and all that only one action point. Quite good. So yeah, that is the crucial 4. As you can see, the last one, this gray number, it calculates, it just sums together. If you want to use everything you have in your arsenal in one turn, theoretically, how much it costs. And as you can see, not a single action point is used. So all your action point can be used for attacking or moving, which is basically why it's a melee class, and only 9 willpower. Because whenever you enable this adrenaline rush, there's nothing, even if you combine with other classes, all abilities that use willpower will be out of your reach. So it is not willpower dependent class for sure. As well, you don't need to care about willpower. You will never panic if you have ignore pain. So last part. Yeah, then the last this gray area, just for you to understand on which points this class depends on. Action points more or willpower more. You see in other classes there is quite different picture. So it leads us to the next area where you need to allocate points for strength, willpower and speed. Again, color coding, most crucial part in my opinion is speed, because it's melee class, you need to get them in right position in front line, so speed is definitely there. Strength is something I colored specifically yellow because it is next in line. The equipment you are carrying, it's not heavy, there is no rocket launchers or nothing like that. You have melee weapon and handgun, basically that's your proficiency, but strength also gives health. So if we go and fully load all to the top strength, then you have a lot more health, and then maybe probably these bloodlust and close quarter evade makes more sense, because you have more health, the pool to work with. And yet again, I don't like idea sending in the guy who will be shot at, because my experience is they die quite quickly. Simple as that. And willpower, absolute minimum what you need is, I'd say 9. Yeah, 9 to get armor break, and then afterwards you can use adrenaline rush. So at least 9, and on 9 is by default, so that you don't need to worry. But of course you can increase to get armor break more than once. That means you do not enable adrenaline rush. For example, you use pistol, enable armor break, shoot at every target. You can shoot 4 times. That, as you can see, you need way more willpower if you want to just remove armor from enemies, so basically soften up for other teammates. Another option, but just saying. That is my suggestion. Let me down in comment section. Of course, probably someone will say go full strength, and then this bloodlust and close quarters makes more sense. And now then we move over to equipment. For equipment we have, again, Berserkers come from disciples of Anu, and not most likely, but when you hire Berserker from as a first class, they will come already mutated with 2 mutated parts. As you can see, this is random, so this time I have mutated chest and mutated legs, so no mounts for these parts, only head can be then use the armor and use mounts. For armor, the Berserker armor is one part excels. This is legs. It is without mutation, only legs that give you 3 speed. For melee and running, and basically when you need speed and you don't have mutations, or you're limited and you can't mutate your legs, then these pants stand out. Otherwise, there are better chest and better heads, so there is no reason to stick with these. For example, I have mutated legs, so for the head Melee perception actually also is good, but if you are melee range, maybe some armor, something. It's up to you for you to choose. That's your pick. Absolutely, I would probably not take aim because he's not a shooter much. I don't know. Let's give him heavy head, heavy armored head, because he will receive damage, right? So you can withstand that incoming damage, just like that. Alright, that concludes the video. There are out more videos for other classes. Let me know what you think and what are your comments. Stay tuned and we will meet in next videos. Cheers.